Yeah, run for me, run for me. Go on.
No.
No, it's just one guy, just one last guy. I wanna get, oh, wait, you already popped your UAV, shoot.
He's one.
So we just keep that as one UAV.
Oh shit.
Oh shoot, never mind, I'll pop it then, whatever. Yep, I've done this kid. Oh, absolutely, bro, this compact's actually broken, I'm not even trolling, like, it's actually insane.
Last guy behind us.
What's up, YouTube? Taylor here, and today we're gonna be showing off the new broken Kompact 92 max time to kill SMG loadout. This loadout is absolutely broken, so be sure to stay tuned to the end for both the overkill and the gunfighter builds. But anyways, for the overkill, you're going to first want the compensator muzzle. And now the reason why I'm going to be using the compensator over the suppressors, because the only downside to the compact is the recoil. So I'm telling you, you're going to want the compensator for the 23% recoil gun kick and 25% vertical recoil control. I also use this on every submachine gun that I use, because let's be honest, we don't got too many other options. The muzzle brake only really works on single fire guns. The ported compensator kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. So in my opinion, the compensator is the only option that really works here. But moving on to the barrel, you are going to want to use the long barrel for the damage range. And now I know before we used to use the integrated suppressor barrel, and it actually, the compensator kind of breaks it, so it just doesn't have a barrel. But as you can see, if you go right here, the damage effective range with this is only 13 meters. With the long barrel, it is 15.8. In my opinion, I think that is 100% worth it. You're only losing 15% bullet velocity. So in my opinion, I think the long barrel is the undebated play here. The only other one that I might use is the gain twist for 60% bullet velocity. But to be honest, like I said, I think that damage range is definitely needed with a gun such as the Kompact 92. I feel like the bullet velocity is already relatively fast on this gun. So I'm going to be sticking to the long barrel, but you can pick between the gain twist or the long barrel. And I'm moving on to the third attachment on the gun, the under barrel. You are going to want the Ranger foregrip for the sprinting movement speed, but mainly the horizontal recoil control. In this gun, like I said, the main downside is recoil. So you're going to want the least you can get with the attachments. And this gives you a 25% horizontal recoil control debuff. 2% recoil gun kick, which I'll admit, not that much. And then a sprinting movement speed, 7%. So in my opinion, the Ranger foregrip is the best underbarrel to be using on this. And then you may say to try the vertical foregrip. But if you look over here on the Ranger foregrip, it gives 2% recoil control gun kick, 25% horizontal recoil control. So keep that in mind as you go to the vertical foregrip, where it literally does the same exact thing, but with the Ranger foregrip, you can get that 7% sprinting movement speed. So I'm going to be sticking to the Ranger foregrip. And then for the Kompact 92, you're 100% going to want the extended mag 3, because this gun is the fastest killing submachine gun in the game, which means it has the fastest fire rate and eats through ammo the quickest. You might be able to get away with extended 2 in like solos or duos, but I would definitely say if you plan on playing ranked with this, I would use extended 3 for these 60 rounds. And then for the other attachments, I mean, flip mag just not happening. Fast mag 1 definitely not. 25 bullets. I honestly don't even know if you'll be able to kill one person and thirst it down, being straight up. So be sure to equip the extended mag 3, and I'm moving on to the fifth and final attachment. For the overkill, you're gonna want the CQB grip for that dive to fire, slide to fire, and sprint to fire speed. Here's the advanced stats. It does not show most of it, it does show the sprint to fire though. 23%. In my opinion, the CQB is definitely the best one you're going to want to pick for the Kompact 92. And now, finishing off the overkill, let's go right on to the gunfighter. And I'm moving on to the gunfighter. Your first 5 are going to be the same exact 5. You're going to want the compensator, the long barrel. You're going to want the Ranger foregrip, extended 3, and the CQB grip. And I'm moving on to the sixth and first attachment for the gunfighter. You are going to want the infiltrator stock for that aim walking movement speed. You might want to switch this out for the balance stock for the all-around movement speed, but in my opinion, the ADS strafe speed is way more important, because a lot of people do not know this, but it actually makes your rotational aim assist stronger moving left and right the quicker your ADS movement speed is. So I would definitely be using the infiltrator stock. It literally makes your aim assist stronger. So I'll definitely be using this, and it actually does not show an advanced stats. That is actually kind of tragic, I can't lie. But anyways, moving on to the seventh attachment for the gunfighter build. You're going to want a laser, specifically the Strelok laser for that hip-fire to ADS accuracy. Now, to be honest, there is 2 ways you could go with it. You could go for the target laser or the Strelok. In my opinion, I'm going to be taking the Strelok for that instant and downside accuracy that is crucial in close range submachine gun gunfights. But you very well could switch it out for the target laser for the aim walking steadiness and idle sway. So when you are moving really quick, the infiltrator stock and getting your rotational aim assist, you're going to have a steady crosshair. But I'm going to be sticking to the Strelok laser for the hipfire to ADS accuracy. But really, both of these are very, very good options. But I'm going to be sticking with the Strelok, like I said. And now, anyways, moving on to the eighth and the final attachment. You may want to run an optic, but I'm going to be sticking to the recoil springs because, like I said many times at this point, the recoil control in this gun is the only downside to it. So you're definitely going to want to be running recoil attachments. So I'm going to be sticking to the recoil springs. Now, if you want an optic, I would switch out the laser for like the Kepler, possibly the Volsky. The Volsky might work as well, but I think the Kepler is my favorite. I'm going to be sticking with the iron sights though because they just look so clean. And in my opinion, I think that laser is definitely worth it. But anyways, to finish off the video, let's go for the perks and tacticals and the wild card, I suppose. What I do for my loadout, I run smokes, tactical, lethal impact grenades, obviously for that quick little bit of damage before you get into the gunfight, so you have that advantage. And then for your perks, you're going to want survivor because, quite frankly, half the other ones don't work. Mountaineer saves you from like 5 meters of fall damage. Scavengers are a pretty good option, but I'm going to be sticking with survivor so I can regen in 2 times the speed, 3 seconds instead of 6. Definitely worth it. Then for the second perk, you want tracker for that red outline on enemies through smokes. It is absolutely broken, especially if you can catch someone on rotating through smoke. You can shoot at them like you're using wall hacks. I'm not even kidding. And for the third perk, because I play a lot of ranked, I just have Ghost, but Alertness is definitely the better one for pubs. This is what I get asked a lot of questions about. Why do I keep on getting my loadouts? A lot of other streamers get asked this question as well, but the reason is I have 1 overkill class in case I'm in like a sticky situation, but I have 2 gunfighters, a Cypher gunfighter and a SMG gunfighter, the Kompact in this case right here. And I normally go for 2 of them so that I can get both of my 8 attachments instead of having to go with a 5 attachment. Because in ranked, in any competitive mode, you're going to want every edge that you can get. But anyways, that's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to like, subscribe. We got that every day 529, and I'll see you tomorrow.